One of the ways that we mess up as Christians, as believers, is that we aren't thinking and talking about God on a regular basis. We aren't in awe of Him. What we have a tendency to do is we have this tendency to relegate our faith into some corner of our being, some corner of our schedule. When we go to church, how we do this, but we try to keep it all quiet. I'm not saying we need to be that aggressive jerk that's always berating people in the name of God and holiness. Absolutely not. But if we aren't having that come out of us at all, and that we're not praising God, we're not talking about Him, we're not sharing how He's been working in our lives, then are we really experiencing and worshiping God? Psalm 34, verse 1 says, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall be continually be in my mouth. I'm challenged by this verse because as much as I talk about God, as much as I talk about my faith, it's not continual. It's not at all times. If we aren't seeing God and connecting the dots to how He is impacting every area of our lives, then we're we're going to be hushed. We're going to be quiet, and we're going to buy into the lie that faith is a private thing. Faith is something that should be and is so integral to who we are that we can't help but share how wonderful God is and how we have experienced His blessing. Not too long ago, I was at an awards presentation for a client, and one of the things that I thought was so amazing and interesting was how consistently, when he went up and received his award, he talked about the impact of what God had done, how they had grown their business from this tiny little thing to 10 million in a year of revenue. And throughout the entire thing, yes, there were aspects where he talked about how hard they worked, but there were also 10 times as many references to God's honoring of their work, to God's blessing on their company and on their lives. Is that something that comes out of you when people recognize the blessing that you have received? Do you point to God and say, look what God has done? Do you even recognize it yourself? Look for God in the blessings. Don't just look for blessings from God.